How are you all doing today? I'm just here to talk to you all honestly about energy and polarity. I believe it is Sunday today, but I'm not sure. I don't pay attention to the calendar. Humanity is time, wisdom as an age, rather than telling time. But have a wonderful, peaceful, loveful, positive day. Energy. Energy can go into many formalities and many affirmations, from a physical to an emotional to a mental and even a spiritual state. It can be exchanged through the deepest of connections through rhythm as an intimacy. But sex in today's world has just been a game given, which creates a cycle, in quotation, dating. Dating in today's world is someone having a good enough day for them to be like, let me open my body, your temple, your sacred space, for someone you might never meet again. Or you might do it a couple times and leave, just to pass on that energy to the next. You see how that void feels very greatly and so fast, because people do not know how to love themselves. So they think by doing bodily things, that's loving someone in that perception, but it's lust. And it brings an emotional state of a down being to another. Learn how to love your temple, your sacred space. Learn how to be the king and queen and that god and goddess. Because when you self-love yourself, that's when someone who has self-love within themselves is going to connect to you. That's just like if your third eye is open. It's very lonely when your third eye is open. But when you are alone, the Most High within yourself can connect to you, because you are not around anything but nature and your energy. But you have a greater deed to do than those who are not on that pathway, although everyone has their own pace. Life is not a competition. You start winning a race when you stop trying to win the race, because therefore you're in your own wavelength. Energy can be as simple as me wearing a shirt today and me wearing the same shirt tomorrow. It has not been cleansed. So the energy I carried before that day, previous day, is still upon that. That's how simple energy can be transferred to anything, through handshakes, through word or tongue, through even looking through someone. You see how on one side is sunny and on the other side is dark? That's polarity, positive and negative. I'm more so on the negative side. And not all darkness is darkness. Darkness is the real true form of color, as it can teach you light and darkness. Light just gonna teach you light. Light doesn't really teach you anything, honestly, because it's like a glorification that you elevated. But darkness is gonna teach you everything. When you're deprived of energy, working at 9 to 5, you go home and you shut down, because it's systematically created to kill yourself. That's why you're tired when you work that 9 to 5, or whatever you may be doing that puts exhaust on your body. I understand you have to hustle, you have to go get it, you have to be a grinder, but most people that have that mentality is either afraid to do something by the time they die, or feel that life is a competition within themselves, where it's like it's created to go like this, and it's not. Life is created for you to enjoy. Enjoy the slopes of the mountain when you at the peak and when you have to climb all the way back up. When something is negative in your life, it's for you to enjoy it, because it does not last long, just as when you're at your peak in your life, in quotation, your peak, because there's no such thing as an existent peak. In all honesty, you have to know when to say enough is enough, when to create those self-boundaries within yourself. You have to know when your biometric field has had enough bestowing electrolytes where you can walk anywhere and be the glitch that you are. You know why I never put a title on none of my videos? Because I never talk about one thing, because my mind is universal. So I'm all throughout the cosmos bringing every piece of information that I can at a time to you all, not in one big portion, because for those who truly is trying to understand me or those who already understand, I still prefer to put it in segments, which is memory, a timeline for our slot, which is the computer database, assimilation where we see through this illusion of this matrix. See with 3 instead of 2. Hear with your eyes and see with your ears. It has been a year and 7 months with my freeforms. They finally dropped down, but I believe that's because of the water. Because I put water on my head the other day, and I never used to put water on my hair ever. So my hair used to be dry unless I went out and it rained. But it dropped from that the other day. As you can see. Crystal necklace as always. Black crystal necklace. Crystal bracelet. And a chocolate bracelet. And a purple bracelet. A warrior amethyst. You have to learn when to say no. You have to learn when to be grounded. You have to learn when to stop fabricating yourself for others. That is how self-depression is created, although depression is not real. But self-depression, the real terminology of it is just being you are in a low state of mind, which is a physical state, which is your matter, which create atoms. So you feel self-depressed because you have to put on a mask 24/7 for the outside view of the world. The only time you can be yourself is in your own space. But how much space do you really have? I'm myself every day, but I go through great pain because of that. Because people judge me upon them insecurities and them holes within themselves. They wish they could be me. I don't care about what another person thinks if it's not constructive criticism or it's positivity. I'm not worried about how the world views me. Although I find humanity very cool, I'm an emotional being at Emeth. Humans are very cruel. Humans are very cruel. Honestly. And my feelings, my actual feelings or heart is not attacked when a human is being cruel to me, but it hurts my energy because it's like I would never do that to you. I will always show love. I will always forgive. Even if I do feel a negative way, which is an anger. I don't hate anything, but if I do feel hatred, I use it as I am an alchemist and I turn it into something more than what I see in the mirror or actual art. I never stay that way for too long. Energy is a key fragment in this life. Learn how to be that walking energy. Learn how to be the one that outstands the ones that walk in suits and that does everything as a embedded function as they was coded to do, because everything is code. That's why everything's our numbers. Now, aside from energy, excuse me, I have to catch my thoughts. Sometimes your thoughts just vanish. But there's something behind that though. It's because you're trying to be this, an attackage that's happening upon. There is a such thing as memory loss. But sometimes it's meant for you to lose it on purpose because something is attacking you, because it does not want that message to be profound to the masses. So let me gather my thoughts. Be patient, please. It'll come on its own, honestly. But energy depression, I spoke about that. I dislike when this happens, though, because I know that I'm a TI or a targeted individual. So I'm really attacked on a daily basis. Family, friends, the world. But every day it makes me stronger. So all the tears I drop, all the pain that I feel, even self-reflection from within myself, I know that it builds me as the warrior I am, because it's a mission that I'm on that no one sees. It's something that I'm creating that only the enemy sees. But I keep my enemy closest. Me and my enemies are like this. But they know that I will never trade upon myself. It's not even trading upon them what I'm fighting for. I will never trade upon myself. Because if I do that, everything that happened in my life is basically a big slap in the face. Why would I be that way? Can you all hear that car alarm? How many wake up to the ring of the alarm? You all have to understand, the key is you. You unlock gateways. God does not. God does not exist. But there are many perceptions of God, which in our honesty, God is humanity. When you really think about that, we create and we destroy. That is the ability of God in all affirmations. Although I do not believe in God, I believe I am God, because I am going back to my original roots of being in a casket, which is a pharaoh. That's why I died to live. And it's beautiful, but it's also deadly. Being in this matrix, you will go under a lot. This matrix will eat you alive, and it will destroy you. Key to key fragment. It is up to you to be that glitch. Things are done around me without me having to even touch it. I don't dream. The only dream that I have is death, because death is a dream for the wise. But when I'm out of having these out-of-body experiences, or when I'm never asleep. I'm only asleep when I'm in this world. You are asleep. And when you sleep, you are not awake. But when you are awake, you are not asleep. Reverse psychology. But when my eyes is closed, I'm contacting through nature. I just had a connection with UnDefine the other day. And as you can see, UnDefine is me, and he's dying. It says a lot. But when I closed my eyes, I contacted him through his highest form. And he was to the ceiling of this room. I kid you not. And he kept growing. The more I put my hand out and I reached to him, he kept growing and growing. And I thought he was going to eat me. It's like if I was eating myself. To be stronger, be more, be one, unity. Because his source had color, but now it's dull. But he ate me to regain color. And I was like, whoa, a little bit. Not in a reacting way, just in a way of like, whoa. Break these codes and these keys that lock you. break what cycles you and cycles your mind. Because in the end, that's what really pays off. What you do physically does not pay off. But what you do mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you either gonna stay on this planet dirt, or you gonna build a new one. And you know what's more valuable than diamonds, gold, anything? The source of your soul, because that is the most richest. That is why the human body is one of the most expensive things on this world. That's why the black market exists. That's why they sell organs. Honey, we are richness, especially the richness of your skin. And I'm not talking about race, as race doesn't exist. Just your skin itself in all skin colors or formalities is expensive. We're rich. Polarity. Feminine, masculine. Our feminine side is very strong. So that's why I'm emotional. But I'm not emotional like in a mental breakdown 24/7 way. I'm emotional way where I'm strong on the out, but emotional within the in. Well, my forge, that gate key, is like this. But I'm very dark. Very dark. The only time I like light is when I'm getting it from the sun. Other than that, I dwell in the shadows because the shadows is my shade. I am a shadow. I have shadows in my room that dance and that walk and that watch me. Why? Because that's who I am. I'm from the land of abyss. You'd be surprised what I did in my past life. And I'm trying to not make that happen in this life. That's why I choose not to have a black heart, or why I choose not to have a black energy source. Because I will be a destroyer. But right now, I am a creator. I inspire people. I make people want to be better within themselves. That is a true soulmate. Which side of polarity are you on? Think about that. Peace, love, and positivity to you. Be one with the source, and I am nobody. Love.